Thailand long stood as Southeast Asia's shining entry point to the world, a place that seemed untouched by global troubles or shifting trends. But by 2025, signs of strain finally appeared, revealing issues far deeper than most realized. For years, the nation's tourism engine looked unstoppable. Thailand perfected the art of welcoming visitors, turning its culture and landscapes into a global attraction. Yet beneath the bright temples and the nightlife glow, a quiet over-reliance was forming, one that would eventually become its most serious vulnerability. Before we dive deeper into this unfolding story, make sure to subscribe so you never miss our global travel documentaries. What started as one of the great tourism success stories is slowly becoming a warning for the region. And what unfolds in Thailand now could influence travel patterns across all of Asia. It began with half-filled aircraft, then unusually quiet beaches, and eventually hotels that no longer bothered keeping the lights on. For the first time in decades, both major cities and small island communities are feeling the pressure of a tourism downturn that simply isn't bouncing back. The statistics show fewer arrivals and shrinking revenue, but the streets reveal something deeper, a kind of exhaustion, as if the nation is stuck between the Thailand it was and the Thailand it needs to become. To see how things reached this point, you have to revisit the foundation of its success. Tourism was never just a business here, it shaped the country's growth. Roads, airports, and entire coastal towns were built because visitors kept coming. The world respected Thailand for its warmth, culture, and hospitality, a soft power built over generations. But this success created dependence. When global travel slowed, Thailand didn't just lose tourists, it lost its rhythm. Early warning signals were easy to overlook: rising costs, overcrowded destinations, uneven policy decisions. Little by little, the base began to crack. Then came worldwide uncertainty, which made travelers cautious, followed by a shift in preferences. The same people who once chose Thailand as their first getaway started looking for quieter, cheaper, or less familiar places. Vietnam, Indonesia, and Cambodia began stepping into the spotlight with a renewed sense of appeal. The regional balance started shifting. Thailand's real struggle, however, is not competition, it's comfort. When a nation becomes everyone's favorite, it risks becoming nobody's priority. Bangkok, Phuket, and Pai still captivate, but behind the beauty is an industry waiting for a revival. Hotel owners mention slow seasons that never seem to end. Drivers wait endlessly for passengers. Beach sellers watch empty shorelines. Even luxury hotels feel the impact, offering heavy discounts to fill rooms, slowly wearing away the exclusivity that once defined them. Thailand's charm always came from harmony, luxury without excess, affordability without compromising magic. But chasing bigger numbers disrupted that balance. When a destination becomes too cheap, raising its value again becomes almost impossible. Western travelers were among the first to notice. Streets that once felt unique now appear commercial. Greetings that once felt heartfelt now seem routine. None of this happened in a single moment. It's the result of slow decline when success is assumed and innovation is delayed. For years, Thailand was the guidebook for developing tourism nations. Now, it risks becoming the cautionary example. Government campaigns continue, but the spirit that once fueled its hospitality feels lighter than before. The country is still rich in beauty, flavors, and kindness, yet the confidence behind it has shifted. The question in 2025 is no longer when tourists will return, but whether they'll come for the same reasons. Because travelers today want more than beaches or bargain deals. They want meaning, security, and authenticity. Thailand's real competition is not another country. It's the evolving expectations of the global traveler. This change isn't purely financial, it's cultural. Mass tourism is colliding with a generation that values experiences over consumption. Bangkok's malls and rooftops now share attention with Chiang Mai's slow-living escapes and Krabi's eco-focused stays. Priorities are shifting. Even conversations with locals reflect this. More talk about sustainability, less about profit. But transformation is never easy. A country built on comfort must now rediscover purpose. For years, people came to Thailand seeking freedom. Now Thailand must find its own version of it again. The first signs of change are subtle: boarded-up shops in Phuket, massage parlors in Pai going dark, hotel rooftops dim before midnight. Each closed business reflects a bigger truth. Visitors didn't just stop arriving, they started choosing other destinations. Across Southeast Asia, rising hotspots are rewriting the region's tourism playbook. Vietnam feels new. Indonesia feels untouched. Cambodia feels inexpensive. The world is pursuing the excitement Thailand once defined, adventure wrapped in warmth. Thailand was the brand travelers trusted above all. But once experiences start feeling predictable, loyalty fades. Even long-time visitors admit the country feels crowded, commercialized, less genuine, words no destination wants to hear. The long-term solution seemed simple: build more. More hotels, more malls, more airports. But expansion didn't guarantee magic. Hidden islands became Instagram sensations. Sacred spaces became background scenery for influencers. The authenticity that built Thailand's tourism empire is now what it risks losing permanently. Yet underneath the noise, a new movement is taking shape. A younger generation of Thai creators and entrepreneurs is rebuilding tourism with intention. Instead of selling escapes, they're crafting experiences. Boutique hotels in Bangkok favor warmth over size. Slow life retreats in Chiang Rai offer genuine disconnection. Places like Koh Yao, Pai, and Nan are quietly shaping the country's next chapter, spaces where fewer visitors create more meaningful connection. They're redefining travel in Thailand, prioritizing belonging over luxury. Because in today's world, real luxury is authenticity, room to breathe, and the chance to slow down. Tomorrow's traveler doesn't want to simply look at Thailand, they want to feel it again. And buried within this downturn is an opportunity. When an industry breaks, it forces reinvention. Thailand doesn't need to expand outward, it needs to grow smarter. If the country succeeds, it can lead Asia again, not with low prices, but with depth. But failure would echo across the region. Southeast Asian nations, investors, and airlines are watching closely because Thailand is more than a destination, it's a regional symbol. And when a symbol falls, confidence across neighboring countries trembles with it. A new traveler is emerging, aware, emotionally driven, and loyal to meaningful experiences. They aren't chasing places, they're chasing feelings. Thailand must relearn how to deliver that, not through spectacle, but through sincerity. What made this nation special wasn't just scenery, it was the balance between chaos and calm, everyday life and luxury, excitement and comfort. Walking its streets made visitors feel acknowledged, and that human connection created generations of returning tourists. To rebuild that loyalty, Thailand must reconnect with that heartbeat. It needs to shift from selling escape to offering understanding. The same energy that once made it Asia's playground could make it Asia's mentor, if the country chooses to evolve. Change isn't failure, it's pressure shaping transformation. Coral reefs grow back after storms, and tourism can do the same after silence. What happened in 2025 might eventually be remembered not as a collapse but as a reset. The world doesn't crave another postcard image, it wants perspective. And Thailand, even with its struggles, still carries lessons the region can learn from. It reminds us that beauty must be respected, not consumed, and culture must be lived, not packaged. The visitors will eventually return. The flights will come again. But the real question is, what version of Thailand will greet them? Because if the country listens, adapts, and simplifies its identity, it can reclaim its role as a leader, not through sheer scale, but through meaning. That shift could transform a downturn into a foundation for sustainable growth. For travelers, the reward would be profound. The Thailand that emerges could be one that doesn't just entertain but leaves a lasting impact. A place where silence matters more than selfies, and where the rush of tourism gives way to something deeper, the realization that paradise isn't disappearing. It's simply learning to breathe again. In the end, this moment isn't the country breaking down, it's the chance to rebuild its soul with intention. And when Thailand finds that balance once more, the region will follow. Because this has always been about more than tourism, it's about identity, resilience, and discovering what happens when a place stops performing and starts healing. The downturn wasn't the finish line, it was the doorway to a deliberate new beginning. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Thailand's transformation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us bring more powerful stories from around the world.